What's up YouTube? My name's Quickie, welcome back to the channel. It is now Monday morning. On Wednesday at 2 o'clock, this is going for MOT. If it's done. So I need to get a wiggle on. So I'm in here early. I'm going to try and put as much time as I can into it. And the first job I need to do is to stick this back together. I have just noticed, which I didn't before, there's a tab missing off here. That one there. I think we're going to be alright. And at some point I'm going to need to remake it. Because I don't think I've got anything that will do that. I don't know, we might be able to MacGyver something up, I don't know. But this needs sticking together. Thing is, I need to get that angle right. This is just the surround for the tail unit. And to get it the right angle, it basically means I need to put the sides on. So I can't put it off anymore. You get to see the colour. Right, so what colour am I going for? Well, this is the manual. It covers all sorts and it doesn't show all the different colour schemes that they had, I don't think. I don't know, I'll have a look online, I'll get some different pictures. Originally, this one was purple and orange, which is about as nasty as it gets, but I suppose that's what all the cool kids were going for in 1990 because it's a little bit out there, but it's purple. Asbo's purple, I ain't doing that anymore. I don't want another purple bike. But there's all sorts of, there was like a burgundy sort of colour, metallic. The graphics on these was horrible as well. They're massive, look. And it's all like shaded top to bottom. They just look horrible. So I'm not doing that. However, that one, the silver one, I quite like that. So guess what I did? We're going with silver. Here's a surprise, hey. Thing is, it is a nice colour. It's like a gunmetal grey. It is a bit metallic. I like the way it catches the light and stuff as well. Basically, Jack is doing this as cheap as possible for me, so I did all the sanding down as good as I could. I'm not a paint and body guy. I could have done a better job. And I just said colour it in, clear coat it and everything else. If there's any nibs and stuff like that on it, don't worry about it. I'll sort it out later on. So we have got a couple of dust nibs and stuff which just need sorting out. But for here and now, it's going to look presentable. So in order to get this one, you know, the angle for this set properly, I need to get these two panels on, just because this is going to go, that little panel sort of goes down here, and that's what the rear light sits in. So that's what I'm doing. I've got to get these fitted on, get this one in position, and then I can have a go at fixing it, which I've got another bit to fix now as well. See, there's loads of these little doohickeys and stuff, but it's quite old plastic and I think it's getting a bit brittle. But anyway, right, let's have a look at getting this on. I've also been looking at my fairing fixing kit, which is rubbish. It's not that good. It's got T-nuts and stuff. Where do I need T-nuts? What I could do with is some of these little clip jobby things. Have I got any anywhere? Right, so these are some of the old nasty looking clip jobbies. I've got some more of these coming, but these go on around, they are horrible, look. But these basically clip on around the fairing, and then you can screw something straight into there and there's like a captive thread in it. I've got some more coming. I doubt they're going to be here for Wednesday. So, and I really don't want to put these on it if I can avoid it, but we might have to bodge a few little bits and bobs. Oh, it has got speed nuts. That's what they're called, speed nuts. There's a picture of it. Right, where are they? I don't know. Have I got enough? I don't know, it didn't say. Speed nuts, where are you? Small steel screw, no, rubber nut, shoulder wash. Well, it doesn't say anything about speed nuts on that side. Oh, example accessories illustration. I bet I haven't got any. Right, they're all the same. They're all the same. use those stupid little clips anywhere? Really? Alright. Right, complete fairing kit, my arse. That's rubbish. Just trying to stick these on. I've lost loads of grommets. I don't know, well, I don't think I ever had them. But the grommets that actually go into the plastics, not happening. They're not there. Are you just going to fit in? Oh, come on, just fit in. What are you catching on? What's that bit there for? Oh, I see, it goes in there. Well, that just makes it awkward, doesn't it? Right, so he goes in like that. He'll clip in like that and hopefully squash up. Once you get the back bit in. Where the hell? Oh, see, there's a tab broke off here. So he's not going to get squashed in, is he? Alright, so he needs to go there. And he needs pulling in. Alright, I admit this might look a little bit Heath Robinson with all that and that and that and tape, but it's the easiest way just to keep everything in place. It's all been glued. It's not tacky or anything to touch, but I need to get this tab sorted. I need to get something on there just so I can you know, sort of pull it all in at the bottom. So I think what I'm going to do is have all this off now. Hopefully we'll be all right, and I can make up something just to look, rollers and all sorts. I can make up something just to fill that corner in, and I think we'll be all right. Let me get a bit of card. Right, so that's it. That's about as far as I can get today. Still didn't put my plastic gloves on. As far as putting that little tab on, all I did was masking tape on the bench and then clamped it all down to the masking tape. I know it's going to leach out and stick to the tape. Don't really care because I can just peel that off the bench and then sand down whatever's on the part, so that'll be fine. I put a reinforcing strip in there as well just to help bulk it up a little bit and give it some strength. So that just needs to cure overnight now. The time is like, it's 12:30, so I do need to chip off. But I reckon, I mean, like the first bit that I did down the sides, that's, well, it's not fully cured, obviously, but it is strong enough to hold its shape, and it don't seem to be going anywhere. So with a little bit of dressing up, I reckon we're going to be all right, actually. The sides of the seat unit, I'll get some pictures and show you, but there's some bits missing, which would be like the flip out cargo hooks. They're not in any of the boxes that Jamie gave me. So I've been grubbing and I found a bit of alley. So I'm probably just going to machine up some, like, not flippy up ones, just permanent ones, because that'll be fine. But these also fix the seat unit to the frame, so they are quite important. But we can get that done, that'll be fine. And I will try and get forward. I can do this at any point. It is fixed how I've got it at the minute, but it looks a bit fugly. So it does need to change. But we'll get those done. And then also the bar ends. I ain't got any bar ends either. I could just go out and buy some, or I've got an old lump of alley, which is just big enough and whatnot, so I could just machine some out of that, which I might do. Just because then this will look the same as this. I'll just do it as like a brush finish or something, or maybe paint it black, or I don't know. And there's a couple of cap covers and stuff that's missing off the right hand side. Again, I'll get some pictures so you can see what I'm on about. But essentially they're just like pressing cap covers, so it'll be like a cap with a sleeve, and that'll have a groove for an O-ring that goes in. So what I might do is make some of those out of the same sort of stuff and have the same finish, just because that way it'll all sort of tie in. Again, I don't need to do them now. You know, if I get chance at work during my lunch or something like that, then I don't know, I might have a go doing them, or at least make a start on it, chop out the bits that I need. But anyway, it is our past, it's 25 to 1 actually. It is Monday, so I need to chip off to work, but I'll be back. Right, today is Tuesday morning, and the day's basically been wasted. I'm proper up against it now. Jack was supposed to have been in at 9 o'clock. He weren't. He didn't get to his pet until 3 in the morning. Come on. And this is proving to be a right pig to do. But I have got the rest of the paint back. I'm still waiting on the tank. He got a little run in the clear coat, so he's got to block that out and buff it up and stuff. He's got the rear section, you know, with the tail light and whatnot. So he's got that. Come on, go in. So he's going to get all that lot done today and leave it where I can get to it. So I'm just going to need to come in early doors tomorrow. And crack on with it, because I ain't got long. Here and now, I can't see it getting done, if I'm honest, but I need to give it a bloody good go. Why aren't you working? Go in. Right, it is now Wednesday, it's MOT day, and I don't have a bike yet, and I had to go home and have a little bit of a lay down yesterday, because I was just having a rubbish day basically. It was all down to my fault, because I was rushing. So, Jack, he was supposed to be in early doors with me paint, and he wasn't, he was 2 hours late, so I was just rushing, and I should know better, I shouldn't be doing that. And I just wasn't paying attention basically. So what happened, I think I've got this on video. If I have, you will have already seen it. But if I haven't, just to recount what happened, is started on the bodywork. So shoving, oh yeah, Jamie's in. Jamie's back today, he's going to give me a hand. So started on the bodywork, started at the front with the mudguard, which is in 2 halves, and you have to put those on the fork legs first because otherwise you ain't going to get to the fixings. And then with the mudguard on, it actually sits quite low down over the front wheel, so you've got to jack the whole bloody thing up in the air just to get the front wheel back in. And that's where I was rushing, because I had some tie downs on it and I've got a platform jack underneath it. The trouble is the bloody thing slipped off the platform jack. So it sort of went sideways and scooted down. So then just the exhaust is on, which is obviously hanging down on one side. So all the weight went the other way and the whole of the front of the bike just slid off the bench. I did manage to catch it. So you'll see in a minute, it's not all bashed and battered and upside down. But the only bit that was on the bench was the back wheel. So I'm basically holding all the weight of the bike at the front. And then you got to lift it up a foot just to get it back onto the platform jack. That's when a bit of wee came out. It was horrible. And then because I'm on that side of the bike and I was filming it from over here, my phone's on the tripod and it's about a foot out of reach. So I couldn't get to it to call anybody to come and give us a hand. And I was like that for, what, an hour and a half? And then Jack shoved his head in the door, as he often does. And we got it back up and sorted, but luckily the whole thing didn't go over. I've been doing this for 7 weeks, I think. It's about 7 or 8 weeks, isn't it? Like, truckloads of work, like building the engine up and servicing everything and getting it painted and blah-de-blah-de-blah just to chuck it off a bench. It's the day before MOT's due. So, we're having a different plan today. Jamie's in today, which is mega. It just means I've got another set of hands to get everything done. What we're going to do is get all the bodywork fitted, get everything hooked up. I want to, if I can, just go over it and make sure everything is as it should be for the MOT and we're good to go. The time is, well, it's, what, 8:30? MOT's at 2. We should have time enough to do it. I mean, these fairings all came off it, so it's not like you're fitting foreign fairings to a bike. We just got to figure out all the fixings and stuff, because it's not what came off it, and some grommets are missing and stuff like that, so there's a little bit of finicking about. I don't really care if all the fairing panels are on, you know, like the little infills and all that, couldn't give a monkeys. As long as the main bits is on and everything works and it's presentable for an MOT, that's fine. There are little dust nibs and stuff. Oh, that's the other thing, the tank is knackered, that's got to be done again. Jack had a run in the clear coat, which he had to flat out, so he's flatted it out. Trouble is he's gone straight through it. He's gone through the paint. So at some point, and he's got some rippling on it, which I don't get. So he's going to have the tank back at some point after MOT and just repaint it for me. But I don't really care if it's a scuff, it's a scuff. You know, it is what it is. So we're going to set you up in the corner. We're just going to crack on with it. I'm not explaining stuff as we go because we're against the deadline. So that's what's happening. wheels in. It is all sorted. It is ready for its MOT. We did have a bit of a problem in that there's a low level fuel sender thingy, and that was just flashing all the lights and stuff. So we thought, oh well, we'll take that relay out. We took it out and the thing wouldn't start. Shoved it back in. It all works fine now, and it started flashing. So going to leave it here for a little bit because we're off to go and get an MOT. And in the next video, you'll see if it passed and you can come out for a hoon and we'll have a bit of a giggle. And I need to set suspension up and various other bits and pieces. But that's where I'm leaving it for this one. Thank you ever so much for watching. Do hope you're well and staying safe. We'll see you on the next one. Laters!